I'm going to explain why you shouldn't buy this truck in today's video. I'll include a link to the Karl Malone Ram and Hebert website in the description down below. I'll also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get right into it. Under the hood, we have a 6.7 liter turbo diesel inline 6 that goes through an 8-speed automatic. It puts out 430 horsepower and then 1,075 pound-feet of torque. I'm trying to hit 500,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I'd really appreciate it if you'd help out with that. Now you can see with the badge, this is a 3500 and it's got the night edition package. You got the venting on the hood, headlight bezels blacked out, same thing with the grille. This also has fog lights and recovery points, body painted bumper. And this is finished in Ram's new gray color, which I think looks great on the HDs. Tire and wheel setup is 285 by 60 by 20. The wheels with this package blacked out, and then you notice body painted fender flares, blacked out badges. This truck's also equipped with the Ram box cargo storage, which kind of adds a little bit of practicality, does make the bed narrower. Now, being a 3500, this is equipped with leaf springs in the back, unlike the 1500 and 2500 that are coil sprung. Taking a look at the side profile, I think it's a really good looking truck, again with the blacked out elements to contrast this gray. When it comes to key fob features, we have our lock and unlock function, remote start, tailgate drop down, and then the limited logo on the back. LED bed lights, you've got the cargo partition, but like I said, the bed itself is going to be narrower because of those Ram boxes. Got the upgraded taillights with this, blacked out badges on the back, body painted bumper. That will cap things off for the exterior of this truck. Let's now check out the interior. Nice stitching and soft touch. You got a little bit of wood trim too. Piping here on the seats, and then again, got lots of nice trim. A little bit of cloth mixed in, which is an interesting touch also. Power side steps. Now this is the older cab, so it's a little bit smaller, but still practical enough. We do have some wood trim here in the back, heated seats, USB ports, and an outlet. And then there is the buckets here on either side underneath the fancy floor mats. Keyless entry for up front, and let's pop in. Blind spot monitoring with the mirrors. They also power extend out, power fold in, and you can adjust the mirrors with power. Memory seats, and then here's all of that mirror adjustment. It's pretty complex, but once you get used to it, you get used to it. Front two windows are automatic, and then the front door panel has more of that nice trim. Gross vehicle weight rating on this truck is 11,800 pounds. And here's why you shouldn't buy this truck. 3,403 pounds of payload capacity. The new 2500s with the uprated payload have around 3,000 pounds of payload capacity, so you get a better ride in about the same payload compared to the 3500s. Again, this has a little bit more payload, but if you don't need that extra payload, the 2500 is going to be the better route to go for now. More nice trim here in the front seat, perforated down the center, power adjustments on the side with lumbar support. The passenger seat's also power adjustable with lumbar support. Let's hear that Cummins roar. This one started up a lot better than the last time I reviewed a Cummins. Soft touch trim all around the steering wheel. You've got a little bit of wood trim there at the bottom. On the right hand side, you've got practical controls for the adaptive cruise control, your gear limiter, radio controls in the back, and then we've got our controls for the center stack on the left hand side. Column shifter there on the back part of the steering wheel, and then we have a full digital gauge cluster. It's customizable in terms of what information is displayed, kind of the overall theme of the gauge cluster, so very user friendly in that way. This is also equipped with a 360 camera system, kind of a smaller view, but you've got lots of angles to see. Now, as for the rest of the setup, analog controls for the climate on the other side, also radio controls at the bottom. A lot of stuff's built into the screen now. The trailer brake controls half into the screen, diesel exhaust brake, parking sensors, tow haul mode, all built fully into the screen. And then you do have a shortcut bar here. It does take a second for some of the pages to load up, but it's pretty quick overall. You notice heated, ventilated seats, heated steering wheel. And if that wasn't enough screen, there is a passenger screen with this. So at least it's surrounded by nice trim on the dash. Part-time four-wheel drive system, so still no four-wheel auto, it looks like. Bunch of USB ports, and then we have two phone charging pads, outlet below those phone charging pads, sliding center console, and this has plenty of storage. It's very awesome. That's a good word to put it, I guess. Limited logo there on the top. It's just super, I mean, the practicality here is fantastic. This one does have the camera rear view mirror. That's to open up the rear glass, and then we do have a sunroof. And here you go, $100,805 for the total MSRP on this truck. Let's see how this HD performs. Let's set off in the 3500. Man, I will say that change of the 2500 really does change my whole perspective on Ram HDs, because for the longest time it was like you got to get a 3500 if you want to be able to tow anything. Because it's like if you tow something with the 2500 and then you have people in it, boom, you're going to max out the payload, more than max out the payload. But now with the uprated gross vehicle weight rating, it's got super solid payload. And so, you know, we'll drive the 3500 here, but the 2500 objectively drives better. And the thing that really excites me about it is that new Prospector XL that AEV just released. Now the initial ones they've built don't have the uprated payload from my understanding, but it'll eventually come around. It'll eventually come around. That's funny, police like on the... I haven't seen that before. It was like right on the hood. Usually it's just on the side of the cars. But yeah, this has great torque. Yeah, it's a bit bumpy. That's the thing with leaf springs, right? You're bumping around, whereas the coil sprung 2500 kind of stays more planted. It's got a little bit more of a compliant ride. These seats are comfortable. I wonder if we're gonna get an HD tungsten soon, by the way. Now that you got a tungsten 1500. I'm sure some rich dude wants it. Yeah, this is a firm ride. So yeah, the 3500, you can get a nice interior, but you still get very firm ride. Man, this new Cummins is a monster. And the thing that's nice is the 25 Plus is they've added a lot to make the engine more reliable. The whole setup. Again, we've got a good transmission, should be good transmission now. And then the engine itself, they've added some stuff to make it so that the weak points, they've kind of fixed a lot of it. So this might very well be the most reliable diesel that you can get. And now that the 2500 has solid payload, it might in fact be the best diesel truck on the market, because Ford and General Motors, they've got some good stuff going for them with their V8 diesels having tons of horsepower. But this is more than powerful enough, sounds great. And if you get more reliability, that's the thing. I mean, like, this truck's $100,000. So for that much money, you want it to be able to go a very long distance. You know, hundreds of thousands of miles. Gosh, the torque on this thing is so insane. I love it. I love it. That's why I love the Prospector, because I mean, that thing, 1,075 pound-feet of torque move in 40s, it is just perfect. Absolutely perfect. So let me know your thoughts on the 3500, but I think that outside of towing all the time application, the 3500, for the first time in a long time, no, never mind. I was gonna say someone took my parking space. Never mind though. But yeah, for the first time in a long time, actually doesn't make as much sense as the 2500. Which I think is a good thing. It'll save people a bit of money because the 2500 is a little bit less expensive. This camera situation still just... I know you can get used to it, but they need to just have a physical button for the camera. Everyone else does it, pretty much. Even Ford. Let me know your thoughts.